delicious moist chocolate cake. Don't worry if you don't know how to decorate. Shoot, I'm not that good at it either, but I got a simple way to show you how to do it. We're going to do it together, y'all. Come on, y'all. Let's go. All right, so we're going to start off with brewing a nice cup of hot cocoa. Hot cocoa for this recipe, not coffee. It's chocolate cake, y'all. So cocoa is the way to go. All right, so we're going to cream some nice soft butter here, a nice half cup or 8 tablespoons of salted butter. Now, you always want to make sure that your butter is nice and soft. It's going to make it just that much easier to work with, y'all. Always make sure it's soft. So we're going to go in with some sugar, y'all, about 3/4 cups of sugar. We're also going to go in with a 1/4 cup of brown sugar. You can use light or dark, it doesn't matter, either one of them will work just fine. We're going to go in, take that rubber spatula, cream all that butter and that granulated sugar and that brown sugar together, get it nice and blended, y'all, real good. All right, from here we're going to go in and add 2 eggs. 2 eggs, y'all. Now at this point you can use your hand mixer, but for right now I'm using the spatula, but it's not quite doing what I wanted to do, so I gotta go ahead and grab that whisk, y'all. Make it a little bit easier on myself, but I don't want to clean no mixer, y'all. I don't want to clean no machines here. All right, so it's gotten all nice and smooth, just whisk away, y'all. Okay, so the next ingredient, we're putting in some Dutch cocoa powder. And we want to make sure it is sifted because we don't want those little cocoa pebbles in our cake batter. We want to make sure we get that all sifted through, y'all. And I'm going to have all the ingredients in the description below if I don't just tell you exactly how much I'm putting in at this very moment. All right, get it all sifted through, all in there. We're going to take that spatula and we're going to get that all whipped in here. Oh yeah, now again, you don't want that mixer right now because you don't want that cocoa flying all over the place, y'all. You don't want it flying all over the place. So for right now, that rubber spatula will do the trick. Okay, from here, you're going to go in and put in 2 teaspoons of pure vanilla. Now I use imitation, so I use 2 tablespoons, but 2 teaspoons of pure vanilla will work. Okay, we're going to get that all mixed in, y'all. It's coming together just so good, y'all. Okay, so from here, we're going to go in and put in, what is that? Oh, yes, 2/3 cup of hot cocoa. 2/3 cup, yeah. Get that all mixed. Oh, man, so good, y'all. It's coming along so good. And that hot cocoa got it already smelling so good. It is smelling delicious already, y'all. So we're going to go in with some Carnation evaporated milk, just 1/3 cup, not much. You don't need too much of it. All right, get that all nice and blended. Oh man, I wish y'all had smell-o-vision. Okay, so we're going to go in and put 1 teaspoon of salt, and we're also going to go in and put in 1/2 teaspoon of baking soda. Gotta get that extra rise, y'all. Those little rising things we gotta put in there. Can't leave it out. Now I like to use self-rising flour. Even though I put baking soda in there, I still like self-rising flour. And I'm putting in a total of 1.5 cups. I put 1 cup the first time, then I go back in and I add another 1/2 cup. You don't want to put too much in at one time because you want to make sure it's blended very well. And if you put it in little bit by little bit, that ensures you're going to have a much better blend. All right, so it's all nice and blended in there. We're taking that whisk, we're getting all those little clumps out, and we're working that real good. Now you can sift it if you want, but as long as you beat it good enough, you're pretty good on the flour. All right, so you're going to take an 8 by 8 inch baking dish, get a little butter on your hand, get it all around the pan here, all in those little nooks and crannies. Oh yeah, now instead of flour, I like to put a little bit of cocoa powder sifted through and put that on the pan to keep that batter and that cake from sticking to the pan, because we don't want to use flour and come up with a white coating when the cake is done. We want cocoa to make sure it's nice and brown, has that real good nice and brown finish. So always use cocoa when you're doing a chocolate cake. Do not use the flour. I just would strongly recommend Always use the cocoa. I have a little bit more in the center, but I'm not going to make a big deal out of that. I'm going to go ahead and pour the batter in the pan. Oh man, look how good that's looking, y'all. Look how good that's looking. Now you want to get all that delicious batter out of that bowl, y'all. Get it all out. Don't leave any batter behind. Okay. All right. So now you're going to take that pan, give it a nice little shake. Get ready to bake it on 350 degrees for roughly 30 to 35 minutes. Okay. Now when it's done, you want to check it with a toothpick or a knife. Make sure it comes up clean. As long as it comes up clean, oh yeah, you know you're ready to go. You are ready to go. All right. Oh, I had to check it again, but I'm not going to edit that out. I've come too far to turn back at this point, y'all. That part is going to have to stay in the video. Okay, so now I'm just going to wrap the cake with saran wrap. And wrapping the cake is just going to make sure the outer layer of the cake, the crust, remains nice and moist. We're going to trap that moisture in the cake with wrapping it with saran wrap. We're going to put it in the refrigerator for about an hour while it chills. Okay, so now we're on to the frosting. We're going to have 1 stick of salted butter along with 3/4 cup of cocoa. Again, we are sifting it because that cocoa tends to have those little pebbles in it, and you want to make sure it is nice and doesn't have any hard little pieces in there. I mean, that could be a real pain. So get it all nice and sifted. All right, so we're going to go in and we're going to add a 1/3 cup of evaporated milk, y'all. And we're going to get this all nice and stirred in here. You don't want to add too much milk. This is just perfect. It's absolutely perfect. All right, just keep blending it and blending it. It's going to work out just fine. All right, so from here, you're going to add the powdered sugar. I'm going to start off with just 1 cup for right now. Okay, so you're going to go in and add a tablespoon of vanilla. Now, I'm using, of course, imitation, so I say a tablespoon, but for you, it is going to be 1 teaspoon of pure vanilla. All right, and that's also 1 teaspoon of salt as well. Okay, so now as you can see, it's kind of just a little grindy here. We don't want it too grindy, so we're going to take our whisk and we're going to get that all whipped in real good. So you got to know when to go from the spatula to the whisk. You just got to know which one to use. Right now, at this moment, I said, okay, I'm going to go ahead and use the whisk to get it in there real good. Okay, so now I'm going to go and I'm going to add 8 tablespoons or 8 ounces rather of cream cheese, because at first I was going to just leave it like that, a real dark, rich frosting, but I said, okay, I think I'm going to just add a little bit something else to this to take this frosting up a notch just a little bit. So I just have my rubber spatula. It's working just fine because that cream cheese had been sitting out for a couple hours, so it's very, very soft and very easy to work in this frosting. You want to make sure it's sitting out to get it really, really soft. And as you can see, it is being incorporated into this frosting so good. It's getting so nice and smooth. So I'm going to go in and add 1 more cup of powdered sugar again, because I altered this just a little bit when I decided it did not quite have the consistency I originally wanted. So add that 1 additional cup of powdered sugar, and this is coming along beautifully. Okay, so now we're going to add some Cool Whip. We're going to take about a half container of the small container of Cool Whip, adding just a little bit of it at a time and whipping that all in there, stirring it in there, stirring and folding. Oh yeah. So now you're going to go in and add the rest, because you want to be patient with it. You don't just want to just throw too much in there at one time. So now just add the rest, and you're going to stir and fold and get it all in there. And y'all, it is coming along so good. Look at that delicious frosting, y'all. I mean, it is really, look at it. Coming along so good. Okay, so from here, I got to give it a little taste and make sure it tastes exactly, well, it tastes as good as it looks, does it? Oh, yeah, that's it. That is absolutely perfect. Okay, so now we take the saran wrap off of the cake, and I have the top part of the cake facing down, because you can cut the top part off if you like if you're a real baker, but I'm not, I do some baking, but I don't work in a bakery. And again, so I just leave that little hump in there. No need to cut it off. To me, it's just a waste. So I keep it, but I do turn it and have the bottom side up. Okay, so we're going to cut into 9 equal pieces here, because now you could take your frosting from this point and just put it all over the cake. But I personally like to decorate one piece at a time, because I am no cake decorator. So if I can decorate one piece at a time, it turns out best for me, and I can give just these little pretty individual servings without necessarily having to do cupcakes, So this way we're still doing a cake, but not just in a cupcake, in the sense of actually doing a cupcake. All right, so from here, now did I already cut the little part? I guess I did, but anyway, right. Just making sure that I hadn't skipped over anything. Okay, so we're going to go ahead and we're going to take one piece out here. Again, this makes about 9 pieces. Now, you really can probably be about 12 if you want the pieces a little bit smaller. So here, one piece I'm cutting into 3 layers. 3 layers. And we're going to take a piping bag, a disposable piping bag, y'all, that I got from Kroger or whatever kind of grocery store is Kroger in my area. And I don't like to clean out, the ones that are not disposable. So I like to use the disposable ones, because I don't want to make, put any more work on myself. And you shouldn't either, right? So we're going to stuff it. We're going to make sure we press all that good frosting down to the bottom to make sure that we release those air bubbles, y'all. Okay, so now we're just going to take it around and squeeze out little kisses here. Just little kisses. It's just that simple, y'all. Now, my frosting did not cool. I should have let it chill, and it would have held, those little kisses would come up firmer. So I strongly recommend that you all chill your frosting and don't do like me. It's kind of running just a little bit, because I did not allow it to sit in the refrigerator, because I had a few things I had to do and I wanted to go ahead and get this recipe done. But I strongly recommend you chill it, but it is still turning out oh so good. Okay, so now we're going to put that last layer on top. See how easy this is, y'all? You don't have to be a professional cake baker or cake decorator to give a very nice presentation on this chocolate cake. All right, so we're going to just finish putting all those little beautiful little kisses on here, y'all. All right, it's coming along so good. Look at that, y'all. Anybody you give this cake to, you take it to the potluck or family reunion or some kind of holiday dinner, or of course what's coming up, Easter, of course, people are going to go crazy over it. So from here, I have the semi-chocolate morsels, and we're going to chop these up and put these on top of that frosting. Now you can use a different kind of morsels now, like a bar, just a chocolate bar, but I had this already at home, so this is what I'm going to use. But you can use whatever type of chocolate that you want to chop up that you like. It's going to work just fine. Okay, so I just separated into 2 layers for the remainder of them. Y'all, look at that. Look at the presentation on that. Turned out so good, y'all. Okay, we did it, y'all. And look how good that turned out, y'all. Turned out absolutely perfect, y'all. Now I'm just gonna take my fork here, y'all. Oh, look at that. Oh my goodness, y'all. Gotta take a little bite. Well, that's about the best chocolate cake I've ever had. Thank y'all so much for watching, and I will see y'all next time.